Good day, everyone. I hope you had a great Monday. My Monday was pretty uneventful. I had to work again. I worked the closing shift, but really smoothly. I got there and it was like, I was like, oh no, I'm not walking into a mess, am I? It seemed like I was. It wasn't as bad as it looked. Easily fixed. The opener left, and like I said, things just kind of fell into place, easy peasy. Really slow, only one customer during the last hour again, which has been happening a lot. Um, oh well, it means an easy hour of work for me. Can't complain. Yeah, and then left. I had everything set up. It's 10 o'clock. I went boop, 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 and I was out of there by a quarter after. Came home, watched Raw, pretty good episode. Had something happen with I'd say probably the most interesting that happened was with the divas, with the women. Um, Last night at the pay-per-view, the diva that I met when she came into Planet Smoothie about 2 months ago, roughly, Charlotte, daughter of Ric Flair. Last night at the pay-per-view, she won the Divas Championship. Today on Raw, they did a celebration. Ric Flair came out. He said how proud he was of her, and he introduced her, and she came out. She came out with her teammates, people that have been teaming with her the last month or so, or I guess last about 2 months, because she was on Raw teaming with them the week after she came into Planet Smoothie. It's almost 2 months. Been teaming just those three like a solid team. And people saw it coming. They were thinking it was probably going to happen. But one of the divas was not jealous necessarily, but just like, I can't believe you're getting all excited about this way. You're acting like you're in the Hall of Fame. You just won the championship. I won the championship, and it wasn't, and didn't make it that big of a deal, type of thing. And so she was mad or whatever. Storyline and all that, we know that jazz. Probably the most interesting that happened though, because Charlotte was talking about how she came in with Paige. Paige is the one who was saying these things. She came in with Paige, and she was so pumped that she was always like one step right behind her, and she just kept following her. First to win the NXT Women's Championship, and now the Divas Championship, and stuff like that. And so that was what it was. Like I said, probably the most interesting thing. The most entertaining thing is my favorite wrestler, second favorite, third, I don't know. I guess my favorite now, because my favorite is still on TV, but he doesn't wrestle anymore. So my second favorite, third favorite, my second favorite retired and is gone. My third favorite, I mentioned him a few times, Edge, I think. My third favorite is Kane. And he's this monster who wears a mask. And then he took the mask off for a while in his career. And then he put it back on. And now he's been like switching back and forth more frequently. And it's kind of confusing. And then he was given a role in the storyline where he's the director of operations. So he's basically in charge, or second or third in charge, right underneath the Authority, which is Stephanie McMahon, and her husband Triple H, who was my favorite wrestler for a long time. The one I just mentioned a minute ago, right before Edge. Anyway, so he goes out with an injury. He's been working the storyline, helping the champion, because he's the Authority's chosen person, and so he becomes the champion, and Kane's been helping him succeed or whatever. And then during a confrontation with another wrestler, Kane gets attacked, and he has his ankle broken or shattered or whatever. And then in frustration, the champion that Kane has been protecting all this time attacks Kane as well. And so at the pay-per-view last night, Kane shows up in the end and attacks the champion. In his mask, full on, not corporate, not director of operations, but masked Monster Kane. And then he shows up on Raw, and he's wearing a suit, and he's got no mask, and he's back to being the director of operations, like nothing happened. And the champion mentions the attack the previous night, because he's like freaking out, like, why are you here, and why are you acting normal like nothing happened? And so he's acting as if nothing happened, and he has no memory of his masked self attacking the champion. And he claims he's back into the Authority as the director of operations. So the champion goes to the Authority, and they had no idea he was there, and they don't know why he's acting like this either. He just keeps playing on like he doesn't know. He's being super friendly and over the top ridiculous, but it was funny to see it played out that way. So then at the end of the show, he comes up on the big screen right after the champion has his match, and loses. He's non-title. Well, actually, it was a non-title match. It was a title match for a different championship that he held and lost last night. He had 2 championships. Anyway, so he's up on the big screen. He's like being all happy, and then he just changes. And it's really weird in the lighting, I think. It made like his eyes look like they were glowing a little bit too. And he just changed to this like mean, intense look on his face. And then as he says this, the flames go up that goes up with Kane, the Monster Kane. And Monster Kane comes up from underneath the ring, busts through a hole in the bottom, and drags the champion down. And it was just a funny segment. And also makes me wonder what they're doing with this guy. This guy Kane has been around since '96. He's been evolving his character over and over and over again, different attitudes, different whatever. And this is something else, yet another turn of another peel of the onion, if you will. To quote Shrek, to paraphrase Shrek, not paraphrase, to take the statement and make it my own. Kane is like an onion. You keep peeling back layers. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm rambling now. I just wanted to fill the vlog with something, and I came up with it. So I was entertained by that, and then after that I watched the Ninja Turtles that was on Sunday, and another show that was on, and that's it. And I've been just kind of like chilling a little too much, just kind of zoning out, just messing around with my phone, letting time get away from me. So it's time to close this vlog and call it a night. So good night, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.